What's up, y'all? It is the middle of August here in Southwest Tennessee. It's hotter than a firecracker, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and that is dove season about to open in a couple weeks. So it's that time of year to start stocking up on your dove loads. Today, I'm on pattern 3 different dove loads for y'all. Dove season usually means you're gonna break out the nice bird gun, granddaddy's gun, or whatever. For me, it's a Remington 1100, and this is a modified barrel, 28-inch barrel. This is my baby for dove hunting. I use my old Brownie Maxes for duck hunting, but that's my baby I break out for dove season. The 3 shells I have are, one is my personal favorite, the Remington sureshot heavy dove. This is 1 1/8 ounce, 7.5 shot. So I always seem to do really well on doves with that. I've got the Monarch heavy dove, and this is 1 1/8 ounce, 7.5 shot as well. Both 1,255 feet per second. And then the Winchester Super X upland game. This is a 1 ounce, but it's a 1 ounce shot load, but a 7.5 shot size. The only difference in this one's a 1,290 feet per second velocity. So what I'm gonna do is I got 3 targets out here. We're gonna shoot them. We're gonna pair them. They're all sitting at about 25 to 30 yards roughly, and that's what I'd say your average shot's gonna be on a dove. So I'm gonna shoot those 3 targets, and we'll see how they look. All right, I'm gonna go in that same order. I'm gonna start with the sureshot, then go to the Monarch, then go to the Winchesters, and we'll see how they do. Real heavy on the bottom left there. I may have gone down a little bit on that. All right, Monarch. There, punch that. I keep thinking I gotta go back for a shell. And then here comes the Winchester. I almost want to reshoot those sure shots. I dropped my bead a little bit on that shot. So let's go see what we got anyway. Wow, that's interesting. That's the Remington sure shot, and I see why it smokes doves. So I think I dropped a little bit, obviously. But then again, there's a lot of pellets on target, but there's one real solid group in there that maybe what smokes doves when it hits it. That's really dense right there on that bottom left, but not just a ton of pellets anywhere else. That's crazy. So that's the Remington sure shot. Here comes the Monarch. Good bit of pellets on target. That's pretty dang solid pattern right there. I like that a lot. Still pretty dense, you know, where the shot was centered at, but quite a bit of pellets on target total. And then here's the Winchester. Not a bad pattern at all. Not as good as the Monarch though. I gotta say, I think that Monarch wins on that one. So overall, I'd say they're all pretty good pattern. That sure shot's weird. I almost want to redo that one. Tell you what, I am gonna redo it. Hold on. Here comes the redemption shot on the Remington sure shots. I gotta see if it does that same thing again. Sure did, kinda. Go look. That's where my wad hit the target right there. That may have been what happened earlier too. I'd say that's just as solid as those monarchs, guys. I don't know. That's on the redemption shot. I think that's a very solid pattern. So I'd say pretty neck and neck after that redemption shot on the sure shot. I'd say it's pretty neck and neck with those monarch heavy doves. I think when I bought them at Academy, and the Remington sure shots were $1 more a box. So if it was me shooting, sorry about that. If it was me buying some more shells, which I bought about 3 or 4 boxes of each for this season, and I'm gonna shoot them both because they're both good. But I'd say if you were gonna go out and pick just one, I'd go with the monarchs just because they're $1 cheaper. But both very solid, and a lot of that depends on what you got confidence in. So again, Remington 1100 modified barrel, 7.5 shot on all 3, all very good patterns. Sure shot monarch were the best, but I wouldn't be scared to shoot any one of them. I'd say whatever you find if you find those Super X are like really cheap, I wouldn't be afraid to buy those either. But I do know for my success rate, I've done really well with those sure shot heavy doves. So appreciate y'all watching, guys. God bless y'all. Good luck this dove season. Hope this helps somebody out.